Obi Artigue, thank you. He's the Miller Lite Player Spotlight. Monday, Seattle. How can you guys beat the Seattle Seahawks?
Easily. We just go out there and just be us. Be aggressive. We feel like we got away from that for the past couple of games. We need to just go out there and just be aggressive, get to the ball, defensive side of the ball, and just create turnovers, make Russell make tough decisions, and make him pick them off if we can. I know your expectations for this team and this defense are high every single season. 2018 Vikings defense, what do you think? We had some up and downs this season, definitely this season, but we picked it up as the season went along. We found our identity. We was aggressive, going and getting blitzes, creating turnovers, definitely creating turnovers. Always good on third downs. And we overemphasize red zone defense, and we've been doing well in red zone defense. So by that, just being aggressive really defines the Vikings defense.
Game by game, depending on the matchup, obviously. Xavier tracks high-end receivers. Game after game. Could be Brandon Cooks, could be Michael Thomas. When you get your assignment, how do you prepare to pretty much track one guy most of the game?
It depends on the receiver, first of all. If I'm covering a guy that's quick, if I'm covering a guy that's more powerful, you like to use his strength, that's to determine how I'm going to prepare that week. If I'm covering someone that's quick, I'm working on more of my feet work. I'm really details in my feet work. But if I'm covering someone that's more of aggressive, I try to use my aggression against his and see who win that battle. And also I use my feet work as an asset too, because if they're trying to beat me aggressively, that's when I use my feet and beat them technique-wise.
Tougher cover and why? Antonio Brown, Odell Beckham Jr., Devontae Adams. Now, Devontae's gotten really good.
Yes, he's got really good. Devontae, yes. I mean, they are great receivers, man, but I have to give it to him. I have to give it to Devontae.
Yeah.
Devontae is a guy that up to his game.
And you're like that with Antonio Brown.
Yeah, Antonio, my boy. He's my boy, but Devontae is one of those guys you have to go in and look at his release because he's great coming off the press. So,
what's it like being a corner for Mike Zimmer? He drives you guys hard.
It's tough. Like I said, my first couple of years, his first year here, I could hear Zim in the back yelling at me, middle of the practice. It was a time when Zim was on the other side of the field with the offensive players, and he's looking at the DBs, and you can see him yelling, "You're not get in your back pedal, get lower." Like, Coach, you like 600 yards away from us, like, leave us alone. So, but he's one of those guys that love DBs, that's his heart, that's his soul. And he always willing to coach and want us to be better and do better.
Speaking of tough covers, this may be a tough question. Who's a tougher cover and why? Adam Thielen or Stefon Diggs? Is it a tie?
I say yes. They both have their own type of thing. Thielen is more of a route runner type guy. Once the ball is in the air, it's not really a 50-50 ball. Thielen try to make it more of a 90-10 type thing, because once the ball hit his hand, it's a catch. You've seen Thielen in action. He's made some great catches, unbelievable catches. And with Diggs is going to beat you with speed. He's going to beat you with his quickness. He's going to beat you, and he have great hands too. So, I mean, you pick your poison and who you want to guard. I mean, they're great in their own ways.
Speaking of your teammates, last one. Say you had to go back to a bad part of Miami to collect a debt. Which member of the Minnesota Vikings would you bring with you to collect that debt?
Collect that debt?
Yeah.
Dang, that's a good question. I would say Dalvin.
Right.
I would say
he knows the area.
Yeah, he knows the area.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Hey, Xavier Rhodes, ladies and gentlemen.